One of the easiest ways that big brands make a ton of money every single year is by capitalizing on trends. And why shouldn't we do the same? So, in today's video, what I want to do is show you a booming trend. This trend is growing like crazy right now, and it's actually a perfect trend for the summer. So, if you've been looking for an idea for a brand to start, today's your lucky day. Now, we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to waste any time here because this is important. So, the trend that I'm talking about actually is this hydration vest right here. And I got some pretty interesting data to show you. But as you see, it's been growing like crazy within the US and it's about to cross all time highs. It's actually funny how you can look at this data almost like how you view stocks or crypto, right? This is the search traffic or the search data on Google. And this is actually really important data, right? Because if people are looking for this, it means they have intent to buy. It means they're interested in this, right? Here's a few related queries that are also popping off. So, hydration packs, of course, that's a massive one. Running vest hydration. Nathan, I guess. I don't know who Nathan is. But let's read here from the Akemi Lab Research Center, a little bit about why this is popping off, right? So, the hydration vest, the category here is running. And the explanation is pretty simple. Hydration vests have surged in popularity due to their convenience for outdoor activities, offering easy access to water during activities like running. Their ergonomic design allows for hands free hydration, enabling users to stay hydrated without disrupting their flow. That's kind of the major key, right? You don't want to carry a water bottle when you're running or doing certain exercises, but at the same time, you want to stay hydrated. So, if we look at this, we see a guy that made a really, really good video. Basically, a winning ad, I would say, for a hydration vest by Salomon. I love this style. Oh, I love the style of caption right here. It's really well done. And he kind of talks, as you see, I mean, you can rewatch this, but he talks about all the different pain points that this is solving, actually, which is really funny. So, yeah, super cool video. Really, really well done. And pretty fast, all things considered, right? So, if we actually look up the hydration vest, we can see that Salomon's actually the first brand that pops up. Funny enough, so this is definitely the probably the best competitor right now. And this is what's really cool about this product is that it's actually a very high average order value product. $130 is not cheap, right? That's not a cheap price. But the good thing about that, if you're an advertiser, is that it allows you to spend a little bit more on ads. And when you can spend a little bit more on ads, you can actually scale your business significantly. So these guys are doing multiple millions per month. We can see by their traffic, right, that they're getting 4.7 million monthly visitors. And when I look at this, some of you may be thinking, Ari, well, we're just, trying to start our business. How are you going to compare, a massive brand like this to what we would probably do? But I think that's the wrong way to think about it. I think you can definitely create a business in a category that's trending and pop off. I don't think it's impossible by any means. I mean, look at how many brands are doing this, right? Why would they go after it and not you? It's kind of at least the way I view it. I mean, this is how I've found success in the past, actually, and I still do, is by seeing trends that are working and just adding a small spin to it. I really like the idea of not reinventing the wheel. I think, maybe someday the wheel will get reinvented and we'll, hover places and we won't need to use wheels, right? But that's not coming for a long time. And ultimately, in business, you're spending money to make money. So it's worthwhile to figure out ideas you can spend money on that have high likelihoods of success. At least that's the way I'm approaching it these days. I'm very passionate about building. I'm very passionate about, helping people, and hopefully over time with all the businesses that we created at Chemi, and just my company Blue Dot, we'll be able to provide a ton of really cool stuff for the world, right? Like helping people with food, safety, uh, who knows, right? Just so many different problems in the world. And I do think they can all be solved through business, even simple business, even something like selling a hydration vest, and scaling to multiple millions a month. So with that said, actually, if any of you are interested in hopping on this trend, obviously I'm just one person, and although I have an amazing team, we can't hop on every one of these trends that I show. So I'd love to partner with you. I'd love to provide guidance, maybe even funding for some of you. That's part of what the Chemilab Accelerator is going to be. Is we're going to be able to fund some brands and be able to fund people that have talent, but maybe you haven't hit your big break. So just know I believe in you. Everyone watching this video, you guys are definitely doing something right by consuming this sort of content. But let's actually look to see just how much traffic they're driving through Meta ads, Salomon specifically, just because I have a feeling it's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to guess they have at least 200 different ads that they're running. There's a bird that's like trying to talk to me over there, but we're not going to listen. And yeah, okay, 130 different results. And they have regional ads as well. So, this is a worldwide brand. Like I said, this is a massive, massive brand. But I love how they're doing things. And honestly, some of their ads are not that crazy, to be honest. So these are two great products actually that are complementary. Running shoes, very specific running shoes with hydration vest. That is a niche in its own, right? So for example, you could create like a themed version of that, right? You could create a themed version of this trend where you have a hydration pack, and this is specifically made for runners, right? I don't know if Salomon is for runners. I think it probably is. You guys probably know better than I would. I'm not a runner. I like to run, but I don't really run too often. But yeah, this is pretty cool, right? So this is ultimately what I wanted to share with you is this massive trend that's booming. And we're going into the summer in the US, so it's just a perfect time to hop on it if you have a good idea for it. Maybe you have a specific aesthetic you want to go for, or a specific bundle that you could pair with. Maybe it's a hydration vest with some running shoes or a specific shirt. Who knows, right? There's a million variations that you can create with a product like this, and that's how you're going to win. Create different bundles, be a little bit different, but don't reinvent the wheel. And yeah, make sure you check out some of the links in the description. Check out AutoDS in there if you want to find products like this. Also in the Chemilab, we do have a sourcing partner. He's sort of a private supplier, which is really cool. He's amazing. We work with him on a few different projects. But AutoDS is also really cool. We're also using them for a few different projects. They're a little bit easier to get started with. Obviously, the Chemilab is paid, so so is AutoDS, and maybe a little bit cheaper. So you go ahead and choose what you want to do there. I'm still going to continue to make these videos every day, so you don't have to worry. And yeah, let me know what you think of this trend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.